Hello and welcome back to No Man's Land for our survival let's play. We've carried on straight in the same in-game day as the last episode. There's not a ton to do, and there's not a ton to do for the second day of this, like the back end of the month for November. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the trigger on a new placeable, and I think we're going to put it over here. Let's go and have a look at some space. The one we're going to get is a mill, and we can within that we can get flour, and we can get oil produced in there as well. I know we've already got somewhere for our oil, but we're going to get somewhere to make flour as well. Right, productions, factories. It's about 23 grand, I think. No, bang on, 23 grand. Right, I had a look off camera, like sort of different places to put it, and there's only really two places. I mean, I could fit it in there. It would take up some space, like some field space, but I don't want to do that. It'll look rubbish as well. But I've got all this land along here, so literally from there, this strip all the way up and into here as well, that at the minute I'm doing nothing with. I could actually, there's that much up there, I could fit a small field in there, which I might end up doing, but with this I'm gonna put it down here, sort of on this corner, I think. Just there. And we will, let's not do that and have to go all the way over here again. So that was 23 grand exactly. I just want to do a little bit of landscaping before we go and fill it. Right, landscaping, painting. We want dirt. I mustn't be able to do that, it's not my land. Be able to do this side though. But not the back. Just curve it around a bit so it looks a bit more natural. And I will do this bit if we ever come to buy that bit of land. I'll come and do this bit as well. Right, let's get out of there. Let's get up McCormick. And we'll go and put some barley in it. Let's get the Marshall trailer. I've just released yesterday the episode. It was called Bargain Buy. It's the one where we actually bought this tractor, and there was quite a sort of positive vibe around the comments after. So thanks for that. I know I probably should have upgraded a little bit earlier, but it's one of them things, in that, like, I try to be sort of super efficient, and like sort of spend my money sensibly, if you know what I mean. Almost like it's my money. So I think that's what sort of held us back, because I know we're starting to generate money now, but because we haven't generated much money, or when we do generate it, there's always stuff that we need, like sort of vital stuff that we need. That's probably why I haven't done it sooner. Like I said, we had that JCB, which I'd have loved, but the power just sort of wasn't right on it. I don't think it was a little bit low. It was only 220 horsepower on it. I'm not sure if it's this side or the other side. I'm taking a guess at this side. And he's wrong. Might even be the back, but I don't think it is. I think it's the sides. Oh, it's going to be the side, isn't it? It's going to be there where that little trapdoor is. He says, "Oh my God." Right, let's put them on. Why? I don't understand. Store is empty. Yeah, no, it is. There. Right, now work. Please work. Well, isn't that a relief? We'll get this tipped in here, and we'll go and set the production away. Right. So, old grain mill, we can get all the different flours. 5 and 4. It's so weird how they've got that ratio. I think I found, though, having had that barley goes the furthest, unless someone can tell us otherwise. Although that oats ratio is good, but we don't get as much off the field, do we? It probably all comes out the same, I bet. If you know any different, then let us know. But I think barley gives you the best ratio compared to what you get off the field. You can also do the 3 different oils here, all 2 for 1 oil, which I'm pretty sure is exactly the same as what we get now. Yeah, it is. So it's just a different way of getting our oils. I could even use the one up the production site for maybe canola and maybe sunflowers down here. Just we'll see how we go. So flour, we will store it, and it's producing now. Fantastic. There's another production going. Does that turn? No. Good. That's the weird thing was, this is aesthetics only. I was worried that that was going to turn, and then be facing the trees, because obviously you wouldn't be getting the wind from there, and it would just look silly. But I think that looks rather good, and that's another production going as well. Let's get over, and we'll get hooked up to a spreader. Okay, so we've got this canola field to do, and I'm hoping we can still drive in it. Let's test that. Yep. Okay. We've basically got this field. Where are we at? We've got this field here, number 1. We've got field number 2, which I think has got our... We just seeded our barley last one, didn't we? Last episode. And then we've got the 2 grass fields to do. I mean, the grass fields, they take quite a while. I'll probably do them off camera, to be honest. And I don't have to do them now as well. Whereas this one, I think, had to be done now in order to get done. Otherwise, I would have to be using the Steyr to put a different type of fertilizer on it, because that's the only tractor with row-crop tyres. You can see the, I don't know how well it shows up in the video, I'm sure it'll be alright, but you can see where the manure is going down. I'm looking forward to, on the next series we start, I think I'll probably have precision farming on. I say probably. If we can get Atchingham Park out, I have no idea when that's meant to be coming out, but I know there's... I haven't watched any, but I know there's some sort of early access out, and someone's using, or might be more than one person, is doing some sort of let's play or something on there. Like I said, I haven't watched it, but I've seen it pop up on YouTube. If that comes out and we start the roleplay back, then that will likely have precision farming in. It's just for the next series. Like I said, I already know what it's going to be. I'm just waiting for the map. It's not one particular map in mind, just a map that I think it's going to be suitable for. I don't know if can I put the second lot down on this one already? If I can, I'll quite happily do it. And just leave some grass fields, which, like I said, there's a good chance I'll do off camera. Yeah, it's gone down now. Yeah, so just waiting for a couple of maps to come out really before we carry on. I mean, at the minute, I think I'm putting something out. I'm putting No Man's Land out 6 nights a week at the minute. I'm able to record quite a lot, and it's sort of freed up. I remember going back a couple of months ago, where, I mean, I'd said, didn't I, that I was really going to struggle to record because of just in real life stuff, work and family based. But that sort of loosened up a bit, and this is something like, I think this is episode 84. I'm pretty sure this is 84. And last night I only just released episode 79, so that shows you how far ahead I am. There's I don't mind being too far ahead with videos, in the sense that there is some advantages to it. Obviously, I know that I've got content to put out every night, which is a big thing. When I was struggling to record before, I might sort of put a video out, then miss a night, put 2 videos out, miss a night, maybe miss a couple more nights as well, and it's just, it was sort of all over the shop, and I didn't really like doing it that way. I was just constantly trying to sort of catch up, and I remember people mentioning at the time, it might have actually been on Discord and not on through the comments, just people saying like putting 3 videos out a week still quite a lot, but it just wasn't the amount that I was used to putting out, where I was putting sort of 6 or 7 out per week. And the other thing about that is because I'm not playing the game when I'm not recording, or when I'm not on a series that I'm recording on, should I say. So if I'm only putting sort of 3 videos out a week, it means I'm not playing it as much, which is rubbish, because I enjoy playing it. So yeah, having those videos stacked up is good in one sense. The downside to it is, so for example, I put episode 79 out last night. We had people commenting on, and I can't really, like, there's things I can't discuss with yourselves because I'm so many videos in advance. So Gary, you were talking about what were you talking about? What did you mention? You mentioned about the mowing setup, but you mentioned something else that I'd already got. It might have been the direct drill. I think you mentioned the direct drill again. In fact, you definitely did, 100% did. Which obviously we already have now, but I can't say that in the comments because then it just sort of ruins things up and coming. And I think the night before, the video before, it might have been Rossi Farming mentioned about getting a bigger, I know there was a few people who did, but mentioned about getting a bigger tractor, or going for the McCormack. Is it McCormack or McCormick? Let's have a look. How typical is that? McCormick, right. Yeah, about going for that, which obviously I already knew that we had, because I'm so many videos in front. So yeah, there is downsides to it as well. I feel like I still sort of engage over the comments, don't I? I answer every comment, but yeah, there's just certain things that I can't share. We're gonna have to go again, aren't we? I knew we were when we didn't have a full. I think if you have 2 full trailers of manure, it covers it, but anything else means you have to go back and get it. So let's nip up there and get another one. So this will finish it off. What I've decided to do is we're going to do a couple of little jobs, and it's just sort of tending the animals, and then that is going to be this video. I think we'll have a bit of a shorter one. I mean, we all know how this goes when I say about doing a shorter video, but if we can get a bit of a shorter one now, then I'll just skip the second day of November, the second half of November, and we'll go straight into December and see what that brings. It might possibly mean our corn is ready. I'll have to have a look on the map. I'm sure when we looked at the beginning of the last episode, one of our fields was going to be ready. Let's just stop there. No, yeah, corn. So there's a good chance that'll be ready to do. And obviously we haven't done corn yet. So that's what I think we'll do. We'll go and unhook this. Just want to do that power slide around the corner again. What on earth was that? That was awful. Let's see if we can do it again. Here we go. I feel like it's a waste of hours. We're going to change to the Steyr. So I'm going to try not to use the McCormick if we don't need to. Let's put this weight down because we don't need that. And there was some trailers we could pull when we had it on as well, so yeah, I know I keep sort of going back and forth. It's just with the way things are sort of panning out when we need to jump cut, etc. The next series, it's going to be a sort of challenge series. Oh, that's on iron. Get off. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge series, but perfect. We're going to have rules that we've never had in place before. There's going to be something very specific. That's sort of going to not hamper our progress, but I mean, it's not going to be like anything like Carmson where we can just keep making money and just doing what we want, buying what we want. I mean, that Carmson Let's Play that we did is pretty much, without, the only thing that would have made that sort of easier would have been starting with more money. That was pretty much, without starting with sort of a couple of £1,000,000, that was pretty much your ultimate sort of free play. It was so ridiculously easy to make money on. And that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. There was sort of bits of kit that I got to use, like the saddle track. I mean, we're 80 odd episodes in now. I've just been able to buy 260 horsepower tractor or something. Can't even remember what it is. It's about 260, isn't it? And it's second hand. And that saddle track is like, was about 400 odd thousand altogether, possibly even more. So this might be too much. Oh no, we're alright. So yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely I'm going to get a saddle track on here. Same with some of the like the sugar beet machines. Oh, that the potato machine that we bought, is it a Venator or Venator or something like that? I mean, that was 600 grand, £600,000 for a machine just to do potatoes. I mean, don't get us wrong, we made, on that series, we made a hell of a lot of money out of potatoes, but it's a big outlay to start with, doesn't it? I think I might have mentioned it in the last episode, I can't remember. I would like to go big on... Never is that full. Oh my god, it's full. We're going to have to do something about the slurry that's building up in there as well. I just haven't decided what yet. But I'm very much aware that that slurry's building up quickly. Yeah, I'd like to go big in either cotton or olives. But it's just the machinery. Olives, because we've already got sort of a good amount of oil production going, I would like to maybe have all three. And we haven't done olives in any series yet. And cotton, we started doing in Elm Creek before we finished, but we never got to actually harvest or go through any productions on anything like that. What do I want now? I want the trailer, because we're going to go and top up the sheep, and then I think that'll be it. I might have to top up the chickens as well. No, they're alright. Yeah, I never actually got to harvest the cotton and go through making the clothing. I know we did clothing in Calmston using the wool. But the only thing with them, both of them, is I think the machine to harvest cotton, something like the cheapest one's 400 grand maybe, and I think the olives is 350, something around them. It probably won't be exactly right, but around that, and it's just a mad amount of money. Like, if you think as well, the economy that we're on hard economy. How much cotton or olives are we going to have to do to get that money back? To come anywhere near getting that money back. And again, this might be just my brain working the way it's working. Oh my god, that didn't need much either. Yeah, it might just be me being me, but just doesn't seem very efficient. But then it would be good for the series. I don't know. I need to give my head a shake and get out with this whole sort of, not completely, but get out of this sort of uber efficiency. I suppose the other thing about the cotton machine, I would actually be able to drive it on no man's land. I tried to do it on Carmson, didn't I? And just, you couldn't get it down any of the tracks. Right, I am going to leave this episode here. I'm hoping this can't be any more than 30 minutes. Surely it's no more than 30 minutes. But we managed to get our next placeable, which is also our new production. And then we've got a couple of other sort of bits done. That production, we've produced some flour. There's going to have to be sort of a longer term goal with that. Are we going to go for something else? Are we going for bread? Are we going for cakes? We need to have a look to see what else we can produce, because I don't want to just produce flour and then sell the flour. I'd rather produce it and then for it to go on to make something else. So we'll have to have a look at that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.